Hello and welcome to Hacking Pixels. Hacking Pixels covers some of the hottest cybersecurity news from around the internet, along with a twist of retro video game nostalgia. Hacking Pixels is brought to you by Actionable Security, securing small businesses with actionable insights. Actionable Security specializes in cybersecurity services tailored for small businesses such as risk assessments, email hardening, virtual chief information security officer advisory, and a lot more. Go to actionablesec.com for more information. Welcome to episode 5, our best episode so far. As always, I'm your host, Frank Morano, founder of Actionable Security and Cybersecurity Guru. Today, we're going to talk about KaliLinux, Hackerstargeting Insurance Companies, and Zero-ClickCoPilot Exploit, followed by our retro game of the month. But first, here's a message from Actionable Security, introducing our new Virtual Chief AI Officer Advisory Services.
Ever wish you had a tech-savvy wizard on call, minus the magic hat? Say hello to our virtual chief AI officer, an ongoing advisory engagement that's as dependable as your morning coffee. We start by searching through your tech stack like a detail-oriented detective, unearthing hidden gems and revealing where AI can truly shine. Then we create a snazzy AI roadmap that aligns with your business dreams and pinpoints the spots where AI can work its magic. At Actionable Security, and keep our approach ethical and secure. We guide you in setting up frameworks for ethical AI and top-notch data privacy practices. Plus, we review your go-to AI tools, whether that's CoPilot, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, or others, to make sure everything's running at peak performance. Ready to simplify AI, boost your competitiveness, and make your digital transformation secure and fun? Reach out to Actionable Security today if you're ready for an AI sidekick.
Navigating AI can be overwhelming for small businesses, but it doesn't have to be. Our Virtual Chief AI Officer service is designed to demystify AI, making it accessible, practical, and tailored to your needs. Many small businesses could streamline operations and enhance security with AI, but where do you start? What does it look like? What tools work best? How do they actually help you? That's where Actionable Security comes in. Our Virtual Chief AI Officer Advisory Services is seamlessly integrated into our Virtual Chief Information Security Officer and Total Protect 360 packages, ensuring AI adoption is both secure and effective. Reach out to actionablesec.com today for more information on our Virtual Chief AI Officer service. Speaking of Actionable Security, it's been an interesting journey since I started the business 6 months ago. I find myself focusing on our marketing efforts to grow the brand and just try to stand out, since right now we're a very small fish in a really big sea. I like to throw a lot of ideas out there, see what sticks. It's almost like a big science experiment. Some ideas, like very targeted email campaigns, see some success, and others, like ad in our local newspaper, fall flat. And don't even get me started on the labyrinth that is Google Ads, which feels like just throwing money out the window. The important thing is to keep trying every day. At one point, the ball is going to be in the right spot and you're going to hit that home run. You just need to do whatever you can to stay in the game long enough to see it happen. Anyway, that's my startup wisdom for the month. Before we delve into our top 3 stories, let's run through some AI headlines. Just a quick few stories today. All will be linked in the show notes. Adobe made a mobile app for its Firefly generative AI tools. Firefly is now available on the iPhone and Android, giving you access to Adobe's generative AI toolset to generate images and videos using text descriptions, along with some AI photo editing tools. I actually tried Firefly out and I wasn't too impressed. I received a few too many errors and the final product wasn't too impressive. While these tools are exciting, I guess there's a reason why some of the features are still in beta. Next up, Apple Intelligence gets even more powerful with new capabilities across Apple devices. Speaking of something that's in beta, let's talk Apple Intelligence, which has been a bit of a black eye for Apple as they announced many AI features over a year ago, which still haven't surfaced. The latest rumor is that maybe they'll be implemented by next spring. Anyway, there were a few AI-related announcements at this year's Worldwide Developer Conference. Developers can now use Apple Intelligence for their apps, live translation, updates to visual intelligence, and of course enhancements to Genmoji. Certainly not as groundbreaking as the announcements at Google I/O last month. Hopefully these new features won't just be vaporware. Next up, Google Gemini's AI will summarize PDFs for you when you open them. Google continues to enhance Gemini regularly. The latest Gemini feature has it summarizing PDFs when you open them, which is great for those 50-page white papers. This feature also works with Google Forms and will be rolling out to Workspace users on July 7th. Microsoft, not wanting to be upstaged by Google, also just announced that CoPilot Vision is now available to all Windows users in the US, which is basically going to let CoPilot do more. Not sure where to find the setting to change your display resolution or a feature that's in Photoshop? CoPilot can now help. CoPilot can see what you see and talk to you about it in real time. It should be interesting to delve into this some more to determine the privacy and security implications of turning this on. Lastly, Meta and Oakley teased smart glasses announcement for June 20th. While I'm not a big Meta fan, I've been impressed with their collaboration with Ray-Ban and their smart glasses, and it looks like they're now partnering with Oakley, which is actually my favorite sunglasses. I was really hoping that Apple would get their act together by now and release their own smart glasses, but it looks like that could still be a few years away. As a glasses wearer, it would be great to be able to tap in AI anywhere I am. Enough about AI, let's get to our first story. KaliLinux gets a UI refresh, new tools, and an updated car hacking toolset. The ever-popular Linux distribution for security professionals and non-professionals gets an upgrade. New features include some new toys for hacking cars, Azure generating word lists, wireless injection, and scanning for vulnerabilities, plus a major upgrade to Bloodhound, which is used to map out attack paths in Active Directory environments. All that and some UI enhancements for GNOME and KDE as well. I'm certainly interested in playing with the car hacking toolset. I think there's even a simulator included. We use Kali a lot here at Actionable Security for some light scanning and open source intelligence, which helps feed our free attack surface snapshot, which takes a quick look at your external footprint to make sure all the doors are locked. The tools in Kali are pretty comprehensive, and they're a good way to help test your defenses without costing you much. The Kali website, kali.org, has a bunch of courses and resources on it to help you better understand the tool. Coursera.org and udemy.com also have some free, inexpensive courses to learn Kali. Next story. Hackers switch to targeting U.S. insurance companies. Threat intelligence researchers are warning of hackers breaching multiple U.S. companies in the insurance industry. Essentially, the scattered spider threat group has turned their attention away from retail and onto the insurance industry. The insurance industry should be on high alert and pay particular attention to potential social engineering attempts on help desk and call centers. Scattered Spider typically focuses on a mix of phishing, SIM swapping, and MFA fatigue, MFA bombing for initial access, with a drop of ransomware in the final stage. An email security gateway such as Proofpoint or Mimecast, and strong MFA with number matching, using an authenticator app, and turning on extra security features for your cellular carrier like SIM lock or number lock, which require extra passcode, will certainly help defend against these types of attacks. As always, security is a layered approach, So you want to think about what happens if one of your users are phished, if their SIM is swapped or MFA is bypassed, and what controls you have in place to protect your small business from the next step of the attack plan. This is something we do every day at Actionable Security, so if you need a little help in this area, just reach out. Last story. We just can't seem to get away from AI. Researchers detail Zero-ClickCoPilot Exploit Echo Leak. Basically, researchers at AIM Security disclosed Microsoft CoPilot vulnerability of critical severity that could enable sensitive data exfiltration via prompt injection attacks. This exploit allows attackers to automatically exfiltrate sensitive and proprietary information from Microsoft 365 Copilot without the user's awareness or relying on any type of specific victim behavior. It's typically initiated by the threat actor by sending an email to the victim. That email includes a query string parameters that prompt Copilot to offer up sensitive data when AI agents scan it to generate a summary. The good thing is Microsoft has already issued an update addressing the vulnerability and says no customer action is needed. There's also no known cases of customers being compromised by the attack to date. This is a really good reminder that these AI platforms are not perfect and that you should be careful on what you allow AI to do. For Copilot specifically, there's some quick tips to help you keep your small business secure. Enable Microsoft Search to control what Copilot has access to. Configure conditional access policies to restrict Copilot access based on user identity, device compliance, and location. Set up some data loss prevention policies using Microsoft Purview to prevent Copilot from summarizing or extracting sensitive data. You could also block Copilot from accessing encrypted documents with these same policies. You also want to restrict external sharing and personal device access to limit Copilot's use on personal devices and prevent employees from saving files to unprotected apps. And then lastly, you want to monitor and audit Copilot usage. You want to regularly review Copilot activity logs to detect unusual behavior. You could also set up alerts for unauthorized access attempts. Let's take a break from the serious stuff and talk about something a bit more nostalgic. Our featured retro game this month is an oldie but goodie, Pac-Man for the Atari 2600. Released in 1982 by Atari, Pac-Man is an adaptation of the 1980 arcade game from Namco, where Pac-Man attempts to consume all the pellets in a maze while avoiding 4 ghosts. Pac-Man for the 2600 only took 6 months to complete, and it shows. Atari produced over 1 million copies of the game and even held a National Pac-Man Day on April 3rd to promote it. Pac-Man was the best-selling game on the Atari 2600, selling over 8 million copies, but despite its commercial success, Pac-Man was panned by the critics for poor graphics and sound and is considered one of the worst games ever made. In the early 80s, Pac-Man took the world by storm. It was a nationwide success, earning $8 million per week at the arcades. It spawned cartoons, board games, 7-Eleven Slurpees, a song called Pac-Man Fever, and more. People were obsessed, and so was I. Before the days of Mario, Pac-Man was my go-to. In fact, I think it might be the first video game I ever played in the arcades. I watched the Pac-Man cartoon, I had a Pac-Man lunchbox, I even had the Pac-Man board game, but remember being most excited about Pac-Man's release on the 2600 so I could finally play it at home. Sure, the graphics and sound weren't perfect, but it was still Pac-Man at home. The 2600 Pac-Man was actually released on my birthday, making it extra special. Space Invaders, which was my previous home favorite, collected dust as I played Pac-Man over and over again, obsessed with getting every last power pellet and ghost. To this day, I still find it hard to pass up Pac-Man when I see it at the arcade, and hope to pick up a Arcade 1-Up version of it one day. Pac-Man is considered by many to be one of the most influential video games of all time. There have been ports, sequels, Miss Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Junior Pac-Land, Pac-Mania, Pac-Man VR, Pac-Man Championship, and a lot more. Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle Chomp Champs is the latest traditional Pac-Man game, released in 2024 for the Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, which had enhanced 3D graphics, and up to 64 players can play at one time, which is crazy. A less traditional Pac-Man game called Shadow Labyrinth is due out on July 18th for all major platforms, which is more of a dark reimaging of Pac-Man as an action-adventure Metrovania game. It's nothing like any other Pac-Man I've seen in its 45-year history, and I'm eager to give it a try. That's all, folks. Thanks for listening. Join us next month, same bad time, same bad channel, where we'll be mixing things up a bit to celebrate our 6th episode. And remember, this episode of Hacking Pixels is brought to you by Actionable Security, your trusted partner in safeguarding small businesses. With decades of experience, Actionable Security offers tailored cybersecurity services such as risk assessments, email hardening, and virtual chief information security officer and AI officer advisory. We're also offering 50% discount on our Microsoft 365 and Google Workspace email security assessments to listeners of the Hacking Pixel podcast for a limited time. So reach out today by visiting actionablesec.com.